What a phenomenal opportunity to spend time with Dr. Ivan Misner. BNI, Business Network International, has changed the lives of so many people in small business and bigger businesses. I cut my teeth in cold calling. I'm a real believer in it. I think it's an ultimate controllable in terms of effort. I also know how much I enjoyed it when I did have a referral. And what Ivan and his team have done over the decades of hard work is provide a framework and a structure for people in business to actually learn how to cultivate referrals. And it all starts with the individual. I loved how his emphasis is on the individual becoming somebody that you would be happy to refer, and that's based upon trust. That one of the biggest networking disconnects that goes on is when people ask for business too quickly, when they think, I just need a referral. Hey, can you think of anybody that would like to buy my product or would like to buy my service? Ivan very carefully and systematically has explained, no, there's three steps. The first one is visibility, to be seen in the industry, to be known by other people. You've got to be out there. One of his great quotes is that networking is not net eating, net sitting, net watching. It's called networking. You've got to work at it, and you've got to get out there to make that happen. But once we're out there and there's some visibility, then we gain credibility. Credibility means, do I believe you? Is what you say what I'm going to get? And credibility is at the heart of a person feeling comfortable making that referral and recommending. We put ourselves at risk whenever we refer somebody. I mean, think about it. Anytime you've had somebody ask for a recommendation to something as simple as a great place to eat, part of us always wonders, well, I like it, but I wonder if they'll like it. It's even more powerful when we realize that by referring someone, we're going to be taking up the time of the person to whom we referred them. And so credibility, do I believe this person? Do I believe enough that they're going to have some opportunity to help the people that I'm going to refer them to? And then and only then can we move toward profitability. So VCP, visibility, credibility, and profitability. Really liked what he had to say there. I think what Ivan has also learned is that people can be taught how to be aware of what he terms so brilliantly the language of referrals. That when we simply have our internal radar that are attuned to certain key phrases like, I can't find how to do this. I need to make this work in my business. I want to do this next process. I don't know how to do X, Y, or Z. Then that's an opportunity. And when we have our ears open and we're calibrated toward that, then we have the opportunity to help link someone. Networking, in my judgment, is about linking. There's needs and there's wants, and the networker is the link. And that can find people that can fill those needs and wants and can make that work in terms of providing service and value to what goes on. It's so key. It's about relationships, because when we have relationships with people, there's a lot more business that comes our way. It's interesting, as we've talked to various guests on the Action Catalyst, they're inner drivers that make a difference to their lives. In Ivan's case, it's all about serving a greater good, making the world a better place. He got into networking as a business really quite by accident. It wasn't what he did. But I think he quickly saw that this is where there's a need. This is where there is an opportunity. And this is something that I can, in fact, do. And it reminds me of the quotation that was shared with us by Freddie Ravel from Aristotle, that when a person's abilities and talents meet a need the world has, then one's true vocation lies therein. And obviously, Ivan has done that, which is just great. He's a prolific writer. The way that happens is he just blocks time. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But when running a very large and successful, thriving multinational business, blocking time is not as simple as it sounds. So what he found was most effective is to make Wednesdays his writing times. It started off first in the morning, then extended to where it was much more time on a typical Wednesday. There is definitely the possibility to write and create if we simply make it a priority. Ultimately, Ivan believes that givers are the ones that gain, that through the process of giving, we gain so much more, and that's such a key. I was inspired when he spoke about mistakes and coping with problems and setbacks along the way. He said the best advice he ever got was a friend that said, don't worry about making mistakes. You're going to make them. Just understand that. And so the two steps that he has worked with is, first of all, acknowledge the error. When an error has happened, when a mistake is made, acknowledge it. And number two, address it immediately and fix it so that we can move beyond it. There's a lot of excuse making that goes on in the world. And if we can get away from that, it'll make such a difference in what happens for everyone. It's about relationships. And as we work hard to get better at this, it's going to help our world actually get closer, built on foundations of credibility, trust, and respect. And I believe that Ivan Misner is on a world-changing course, and we're grateful for what he's accomplished with BNI and the many leaders that are still in that organization and thriving and growing and making it happen. So thank you for joining us here on the Action Catalyst Inspirational Day, and look forward to next time. Bye-bye.